Jumping is so weird. It's so weird that I have to hold and release for jumping. What? You telling me that hurt me? Come on, that wasn't so high. Oh. Okay, Hornfels, Gossen, Feldspar, Esker, Slate. 5 names, 4 people. Someone's not pictured. I'm guessing like original astronauts. Otherwise, Ventures founding members. Clockwise from top left. Hornfels, Gossen, Slate, and Feldspar. Okay, so Hornfels is the one that will give us the codes, launch codes. Gossen we just had in the Zero G cave. Slate is the one at the campfire where we woke up. And Feldspar is the only one we haven't met so far. Place the harmonica and is currently missing. Okay. Let's go either left out of the picture or taking the picture. Or dead at the time. I see an exclamation wall. Good thing I didn't read. I barely read anything. And definitely nothing that seems like a spoiler. Big thanks to these additional founding members of Outer Wilds Ventures, without whom we would never have gotten off the ground. Matthew Steinhauer, Ben Etherington, Quetsiop the Pie. Is these like backers on Kickstarter or something? Tron Thwith, Tom Cummings, Sean Shark Templar Farrell, Stephen Ursel, Ryan Omrucker, okay, this looks important. I think this was important. What's this? Otherwise Adventures, Timber Hearth's first and only space program, was founded to explore the farthest reaches of our solar system. Feldspar was the first Hearthian to be intentionally launched into space. So you're telling me there was someone unintentionally launched into space before? They completed the first orbit around Timber Hearth and later made the first of what would be many landings on our moon, the Adlerrock. Okay. Okay, so the Adlerrock is our moon. Okay. I just... Okay. Just so I don't get names wrong. Feldspar is the one missing in action, the one playing the harmonica. Dr. Hell. Oh! Intentionally is doing so much in that sentence? It really is. It's putting in the work. Hey, it's my favorite astronaut. Lunch day at last, huh, buddy? It's the Translator Tool's inaugural flight tool. Translator Tools. Like, is my ship called the Translator Tool, or is that something else? I'm so excited it's making me nauseous. Same, buddy. I mean, that sounds like our ship is called the Translator Tool, which is a weird name. Just think, you'll be able to translate any Nomai text you want, anywhere you are. The two of us put a lot of hours into inventing that tool. Okay, so no, it's not the name of our ship. No, okay, in my defense, the way that sentence was phrased, it sounded like it would be the name of our ship. So don't break it, okay? No promises. Oh jeez, do not break it. Yeah, no promises. It's a great name. Shut up. Ignore me, okay? I'm just nervous. And I'm not even the one going into space. How are you feeling? Terrified. Don't let me make you nervous. You don't, buddy. You've been training for this day since we were hatchlings, remember? I wish. If I had been training for this all my life, I wouldn't feel this nervous. You'll do great, I promise. Like, what's quote 1 again? So what's the dirt? You hear? I love that what's the dirt is kind of their phrase for like what's news or what's like the hot gossip kind of. You here to see the new Nomai statue? A new statue? Sure. You haven't heard? Gabber brought it back with them from Giant's Deep, and Hornfels just finished prepping it for display. This is it, right here. Neat, huh? Makes me wish we could see what a real-life Nomai looks like. But I guess this is as close as we'll ever get. Check it out. Looks like they had fur. Fur is weird. Yeah. Fur is so weird. Like, imagine having something just growing out of your skin that's like fluffy. Weaponizing your sword, Catilla? You are entitled to. That's why you are my moderator, and also exclamation Catilla. This is the first fully intact statue ever found, you know? And for how old it is, it's in great shape. Ah, jeez. Got a little carried away there. Go on. You have a ship to launch. Take care of yourself out there, you hear? Okay, so they have 3 eyes. Left, right, and center. What looks a little like a goat. Looks like they have horns. And like, yeah, hair and beard. Cool necklace, by the way. But they do have posture problems. Too much time in front of the PC, not touching enough grass. This remarkably intact statue was carved by the Nomai, an ancient species who dwelled in our solar system thousands of years ago. Will I live it just like me? Same. The statue provides us with our most detailed look yet at the Nomai, who appear to have been covered with a layer of fur. I don't know about cover. I mean, okay, that at the bottom there could be clothes. But I mean, you can see in the face, it's not all covered in fur. Note the decorative jewelry that has been carved as part of the antlers. I mean, I say decorative jewelry more around the neck. And the neck isn't the antlers. Although their artifacts and structures have been found on almost every planet in the solar system, we still have no idea where this species came from. What happened to them? New exhibit? New exhibit? The radio tower over here on Timber Hearth was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite. And to this day, still houses the first ever photos taken of the entire solar system. These photos were made possible by the deep space satellite's unusual vertical orbit that carries it high above and below the plane of the solar system. Thanks to a recent upgrade, the Deep Space Satellite is now responsible for generating the real-time solar system map used by our newest astronauts. That's me! And potentially other people. Our newest astronauts. Okay. Yo, you just switched places. The fuck? The strange rock moving around in this grotto appears to erect to conscious observation. The level-headed among us realize there must be some sort of optical illusion at play, but Gabriel claims the rock exists in all possible states until it is observed, whatever that means. Whatever is actually happening, both sides of this debate agree the effect is extremely creepy. I do feel like that rock is gonna stab me in the back if I don't look at it constantly. Alright. Stars like our sun generate light and heat by fusing hydrogen into helium. As it grows older, the star runs out of hydrogen and starts to contract. As the star's core contracts, it gets holler, causing the outer layers to expand. The star has become a red giant. I love the space stuff here. Like, space in general is super fascinating. And scary, and vast, and big, and cold. When the core is hot enough, but mostly cool. When the core is hot enough, it starts to fuse helium into carbon. And then once all that is done, the carbon into an even heavier element, that even into a heavier and heavier and heavier until it eventually implodes. If the star is massive enough, it will continue to fuse carbon into an even heavier elements like iron. Ultimately, the star will collapse under its own gravity and then explode in a violent event called a supernova. Based on Church's observation, name dropping, okay, so Church is one of the original founders of this space program and plays the drums. This will one day be the fate of our sun. Yeah, like every other star in the universe, it eventually happens to all of them. And you don't want to be alive and there when it happens. Okay, so that's the ruin I saw here on Timber Heart with like the scout thingy that orbits the scouts, this like the satellite that orbits the planet. Okay, this looks like it's another planet though. And I see a ship there on that rock. This crystal was taken from a Nomai ruin on Bill Hollow. It seems to create a logical gravity distortion and was most likely used to traverse steep surfaces. Try that. Wait, it creates a local gravity distortion. It was most likely used to traverse steep surface. Okay, so is that low gravity? I guess that's low gravity then. Okay, that's what they mean with distortion. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's the same, yeah, same text on the other side, of course. So that you can approach it from both sides. Okay, probably model of a early ship type, I would guess. The Nomai technology brought back from space by our astronauts has been a great boon to Autobot's ventures, allowing us to modify expedition gear in exciting and useful ways. For example, the Light Scout now boasts a warp retrieval capability that allows astronauts to recall their scouts almost instantly. This has dramatically reduced the number of scouts lost to the depths of space. That's very useful, it's true. Okay, this looks like... Okay, skulls Oh, like, okay, just bones. Yeah, like it's one, like basically one skeleton. Of a Nomai, probably. What you see here are parts of the Nomai skeleton. We can tell from their skull that they possessed antlers, and quite unusually, only 3 eyes. Yeah, that's super unusual. Having less than 4 eyes. Like, can you imagine how weird that would be? Gee. Such underdeveloped creatures. The Nomai body was most likely adapted for living exclusively on land. The differences in the Nomai's anatomy, such as their shockingly fragile bone structure, show us that Hothians couldn't have descended from Nomaian ancestors. It's not clear where the Nomai originated from or why they disappeared. We hope to find more clues to this puzzle as we explore our solar system. Aside from the dwellings and structures they built, the Nomai also made art. This decorated pottery was discovered on Brittle Hollow. Some ancient Nomai art depicts strange animals, foreign celestial objects, and other subjects that can't be found in our solar system, which makes us wonder whether the Nomai originated elsewhere in the universe or simply had vibrant imaginations. Or maybe their civilization is so old, it was so long ago that, no, they just depicted things that look different for you now or aren't there anymore. Were the Nomai born in our solar system? Or were they born among other stars and planets? And if they were, how and why did they come here? These are just some of the questions we hope to answer through further xenoarchaeological expeditions. Okay, so basically, this is... Oh, hi. Untranslated Nomai writing. Okay, so this is the cool translation tool. This piece of Nomai is our ship. Hey, Drop Voltage, welcome in. You don't have to apologize. Happy to have you here. Alright, so this piece of Nomai writing was essential to deciphering the unique language. Although the text is linear, Nomai text often branches off from a central point. Interestingly, each branch tends to be written by a different author. Like, I feel like you can't translate it because you have too little here. Like, it's missing stuff. Okay, so we went in a circle. Okay, R or RB? Okay, no, you can actually translate something. Cassava. We're nearly ready. Felix and I have finished construction. And she says, calibrating the device won't take long. Okay, immediate thing I noticed, the Nomai had gender, whereas the Hothians all so far refer to each other as with they. Felix. Fortunately, the Atlalrock's lack of atmosphere will make calibration simple. After all this time, I'm thrilled to finally resume our search. I truly am a Hothian. I hope you enjoy that. Watch closely. These balls move on their own. Magic balls. The ground is perfectly level. So what do you think causes this spooky motion? The answer is the moon. As it orbits our planet, the Atlalrock's gravity pulls on objects from different directions. In fact, it's pulling on you right now. I can imagine you were so hyped, Casilla. Having a gender in this economy? Yeah, who can afford that these days? Oh, nice fishy. This anglerfish specimen was found attached to the landing gear of one of our ships that flew close to Dark Bramble. Alright, Dark Bramble, huh? Sounds like a lovely place. Sounds like a place where you want to, like, spend your holiday. Dark Bramble? Creepy fish. Noted. It appears well suited to living in dark places with minimal atmosphere. Well, these fuckers. For sure, they're cute and friendly looking. Yeah, friend-shaped, right? Totally friend-shaped. I mean, look at all these friendly looking canines. And that friendly looking face. I mean, that's just the face of someone you want to have coffee and cake with. Big smile. Gigantic smile. Okay. Teaches I'm only an hour and a half in and I'm just now getting the launch codes. The hell. View the map. Hi. Okay, we are on Timber Hearth. Hourglass Twins, Brittle Hollow, Dark Bramble, Giant Steep. Because Giant Steep is a water planet. Hourglass Twins, I can't remember having heard anything about that. Brittle Hollow, we've heard about that. Someone supposedly there, or was supposedly there, one of the astronauts. Dark Bramble is the place of the scary fish we just heard about. Okay, then I see something creepy here. And I mean, there's another, you see that? There's another line. That dotted line. Okay, rotate the view. I can feel like I can't really rotate it enough. Zoom. Can I zoom out? Oh, interesting. It doesn't go in a full circle. It just ends up there. Curious. Okay, there's something orbiting the sun. And it seems like looks like there's a similar something orbiting Giant Steep. That might be a satellite. Like we do have a satellite going around our planet. Or it is more like space stations. Okay, I don't really see it here. The Adlerark is here. And something else interesting. There's another celestial body following Timber Heart. Like, is it moving? It seems like it is. Or is it? Okay, it is, but very slowly. Yeah. Alright. Doesn't that mean we have 2 moons, technically? And if that other celestial body isn't a moon, then what is it? Ornfell's observations. This is incredible. At first, I thought the points of light in this image were stars, but they're not. They're galaxies. And this image covers just a tiny patch of the whole sky, which means the universe contains at least 1,000 times more galaxies than we previously imagined. I think I need to sit down. This is odd. According to my redshift calculations, every single galaxy in this image is moving away from us. In fact, the farther away a galaxy is, the faster it appears to be moving away. Ever-expanding universe. It's almost as if the entire universe is expanding. Well, it is. But if that's true, was everything closer together in the past? And how far back can we extrapolate? Did the universe have a beginning? I mean, right at the bat, I think it's really interesting to have a game basically exploring like this idea of space and traveling to outer space and exploring space and asking themselves the same questions that humanity is also asking themselves in regards to that. Makes you like imagine that there might be another intelligent race out there somewhere in the universe exactly like this, also wanting to explore and being curious, and yeah, coming to the same conclusions that we are. There you are. I just finished reapplied observations, and the local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. And you will be our first astronaut ever equipped with a Nomai translator tool. I confess, I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what's your plan once you're in space? Not die. Going to learn more about the Nomai, meet up other travelers, want to go somewhere than once before. Let's start small. You prefer to ease into things? That's a sensible plan. More sensible than most of our astronauts tend to be. And that's a fact. Do you think you'll go to the Atlas Rock then? Our moon would be a safe place to travel to and get your bearings in space. And I'm sure Eska would appreciate the visit. Plus, we don't know what the ancient Nomai ruins on the moon are, or why they were built. You could put your new translator tool through its paces. Well then, looks like all that's left is to send you off. All in all, that's a fine day for a launch. Ready to die in space! I'm not one for superstition, but isn't that kind of unlucky to say before launch? I'm just being realistic. At any rate, here are the launch codes. Try not to worry too much. Our ships are every bit as safe as Slate could be persuaded to make them. Best of luck out there. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Okay, launch codes are apparently in Morse code. Just gonna write those down really quickly. Persuade is a hard word, thanks Duke. Yeah, just gonna write this down really quickly and check the Morse alphabet later and see if that actually means anything. Or if it just looks like Morse. I mean, it would be so funny if these just translated to, I don't know, like ABC in Morse code or something. Or 1, 2, 3. They're like, oh yeah, the super secret Morse code launch codes. Hi. Anyway. Yeah. Again, reminder, I have played a bit of this game and left the planet the first time, so I've seen that before. Don't really fully understand what it is that happens. But yeah. Hey. So did you get a good look at that Nomai statue? Statue looked at me and opened its eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the exact same code I have on my luggage. Whoa, whoa. The statue was doing what? So its eyes opened, and then you saw images from your own memories and glowing lights flying around? You mean like a hallucination? Listen, no offense, but are you sure you're okay to launch? Like, medically speaking? No, that's not true. It's definitely weird. I mean, if you're saying it happened, then I guess maybe it did. But why? Mexico, yeah, okay, yeah. One of us tried everything to get the statue's eyes to open, and nothing like this ever happened to them. I guess we are the chosen one. I don't think you're going to get any answers from the museum statue, but Gabriel said that we're going back to Giant's Deep. Don't know which island they're on, though. Maybe they'd be able to tell you more. On the other hand, Gabriel's, you know, Gabriel. So maybe you'd be better off searching for more info on your own. I do remember a little more than just emotion sickness, but that's the main thing I remember. Geez, now I'm really jealous you're going into space. Hey, see if you can use your translator tool to find out more about the statue, okay? Good luck, and safe flying. Also, what are you... Like, what's that going to be? Like a wand? Or are you trying to be a magician? Is there something else? Where's the Namai statue in the museum from? Remember there were a lot of names. Yeah, that there was total name dump at start. From Giant's Deep, Kepler fished it out of the oceans and brought it back here for study. Hornfels doesn't know much about it yet. Just that it's crazy old and super tough. I wonder why the Namai carved it. Apparently Gabba went back to Giant's Deep to try to learn more about the statue. Maybe they'll find some answers there. Or is there something else? Why did the Namai make the statue? Probably the answer is no idea, we don't know. Good question. You know how Gabbo knocked a fragment of the statue while they were hauling it back from Giant's Deep? Hornfels analyzed the fragment and figured out the stone is made from... Can't store... What? Oh wait, sorry. Hornfels analyzed the fragment and totally read that sentence wrong. Hornfels analyzed the fragment and figured out the stone it's made from can store information. So it's basically a USB stick that's in a cool shape. I heard Slate ended up repurposing it for your ship's computer. Is that cool, or did we just anger the gods? Like, I have to admit yourself, I just recently stumbled upon Epic the Musical, so I'm kind of, like, mentally in don't anger the gods mode, so... I don't know if you're cool with that. I'm not sure what the statue opening its eyes has to do with anything, but maybe the statue was made for storing information too? Was there something else? I wonder if I'll discover... Okay. I mean, I'm sure I'll discover something cool, like it's space. Like if you go to space and you don't discover something cool, you're doing it wrong. Where in Giant's Deep would I find Gabbro? Gabbro said they were going back to Giant's Deep to wherever they find that Nomai statue. One of the islands, I think. There aren't that many names, only Slade, Magagnias, Molotov, Goose and Hornfels, Ascot, Felpel, Textile, Gabbro, Halchard, and Rebeck. Yeah, that's not many names at all. You remember Gabbro plays the flute, right? Like, all the time? How does he breathe? How does he fish if he plays the flute? Does he play with his ass? Or does he have 4 mouths and 1 eye? Like all the time? I bet your signal scope could find them easily. Oh, sorry, I said he. Should they... It's they! Pexy, focus. If you do see Gabriel, say hi for me. I have to remind myself to say they. Okay, I can activate the list. But that doesn't give me much, so let's go. Gets me so annoyed that I've been programmed for years to assume pronouns. Yeah, same. Like in this instance, same. It's so hard to stop yourself from doing it. Like at least for me. Like I noticed it, I know it, and I still can't stop myself. Thank you, Catilla, you're a darling. Also, by the way, that's the second quote we have about flute playing with your asses, by the way. Dr. Teff... Weren't you that one kid we met before? Yep, you were. Hello, astronaut. Are you going into space today? You asked me that before. I'm going into space and never come back like Feldspar did. I hope not, kid. I hope not. Okay, Feldspar was the man missing in action. Was it harmonica? Yeah, the harmonica. Don't worry, I'll come back. That's what Feldspar said too, but they never did. Until today. You never know, they might come back tomorrow. Hornfels will be really sad if you don't come back. Like, how sad it makes them to talk about Feldspar. Like, guys, you have... What's the tool again? Like the... I'm gonna use it in a second. So you should make sure you don't get lost in space too. Okay, so what's this? This thing. I don't remember what it's called. Like, I heard the harmonica somewhere. Like, you know Feldspar is still alive. Okay, not there, but... We've heard the harmonica already. And you guys can too. Then you know at least, like, they're not coming home for some reason, but they're still alive. You know what I mean? Alright then. Okay, I could doze off now. I always roasted the marshmallow. Looks like you're finally ready for takeoff. The excitement of a launch is fun and all, but I can't wait to get back to working on the new ship. We're working on fixing the autopilot's avoidance system for this one. Are you telling me you always build new ships and only fix one feature at a time? That's like incremental spaceship fixing or spaceship building? This is so stupid. Sorry. No. Tell me more about that. So are you telling me if I crash this ship, then I get one with fixed rockets and a fixed autopilot? I mean, I guess I can doze and see if that does anything. Okay, I can technically wake up at any time. Okay, I'll have to play with that to see exactly what that does. Was it the time I spent sleeping? Alright. Yeah, all rhetorical questions. Everything is rhetorical here. Like, even me playing, I'm just playing this rhetorically. It's not really happening. You're imagining this. You're hallucinating. This is a rhetorical playthrough. God, it was quick. Your mom is rich. Hey, don't say that about my mom. Excuse me. All right. One last drink for good luck. Okay, that's that gravity thing. Ship lock. Few entries, okay. Giant Steep. Helpless Gabber went back to Giant Steep to try and learn more about the Nomai statue in the observatory. Find it in rumor mode? What's rumor mode? I hear there are Nomai ruins somewhere on the Atlas Rock. No one knows what they are or why they were built. The Nomai text in the observatory talks about calibrating some sort of device on the Atlas Rock. Okay. Esker's camp. Sounds like Esker is still stationed on the Atlas Rock. They've been there by themselves for a while. The ZUG cave, a cave at the very center of Timber Harv and used by all the Wilds Ventures to train new astronauts, and successfully repaired another satellite for Gulson. Okay, the village. The one and only Harthin village, as well as the main source of explosions on this planet. The Nomai statue in the observatory opened its eyes and looked at me. I saw strange glowing lights and my own memories flashed before my eyes. Hell says the statue has never opened its eyes before, despite Hornfield's best efforts. What's that in between rumor? Hell says Gabber went back to Giant Steep to learn more about the Nomai statue. Okay, still the same. Yeah, your mama jokes are really old. Interloper, Dark Bramble, Bill Hollow, Ember Twins. Right. Oh, okay. Yo. Dark Bramble looks cool. Like, just design-wise. Very unusual for a planet. As we're saying, Gelf is 1 foot in the grave. Have that chart on my desk. Hey, look, a museum piece. We stole it. Suit up? Not today. Alright. Oxygen refill. Spot a tree. Walk towards it. Enjoy. Okay. Raise eject cover. Okay, list of landing camera. Okay. Unbuckle view map. Okay. That's the map, huh? G. Alright. Okay, like how far do I have to go? Oh! Yeah, that's totally going the right direction. This is going really well. And I'm totally not worried about my... like, you know what? My speed. will have me crashing into something. That will totally not be a concern at any given point. Ay. Perfect landing. That was better. Okay, at least now we're not at the edge of... at the edge of a crater. Okay, I didn't crash it this time. Like, the first time I really attempted this, I totally crashed the ship. I think, like, twice. Once, like, taking off, and once landing. So it really comes into end that I'm not doing this particularly the first time. And so far not motion sick. Still queasy because, you know, nervous. I'm still really nervous that I fucked this up, but... Okay. Oh. Look at that. That's the image we saw at the museum. And trees, perfect. Identify find signal nearby. I'm not sure. Am I close enough? Hey, Eska. Oh, hey, it's you. Ground control didn't tell me you were launching. Long time no see. Actually, I guess it's been a long time since I've seen anyone. Don't the other travelers come by? Zwang-induced nausea. The lunar outpost saw more traffic back when our ships were less sophisticated and needed more frequent repairs. Nowadays, it's mostly used to keep a set of eyes on things. Sometimes Church comes by to say hi. I have to check on the names. Okay. So Church's one of the original astronauts, but Gabor is Gabor. The one on Deep Rock Galactic, the water planet. Giant Deep. You know how Rebek feels about unnecessary space flight. Rebek. Okay, place the menu. Okay. Don't go! I mean, anything else you want to ask? Seems lonely up here. Yeah, really rub it in. Why don't we? What was that? Was that you whistling? Probably. Or actually, definitely. The other travelers carry instruments, so they don't bother whistling. You can pick up the music with the signal scope, you know. Best spot for it is the North Pole. Great reception. North Pole is marked in red on your minimap, while the Adler Rock is a pretty small moon, really. Just go north. You can't miss it. What is this place? Haha, very funny. Oh, stars above, you're serious, aren't you? That's just depressing. Welcome to the Lunar Outpost, which apparently the space program doesn't bother to teach anyone anymore. When you first started Outer Wilds, travelers used to bring their ships here all the time for repairs. Our spacefaring technology has improved loads since then, but the older ships tended to fall apart a lot, like more than they do now. using the outpost cut down on the number of launches and landings taking place in the village, and also the number of fires. Nowadays, though, it's mostly just me up here raising saplings from Timber Hearth and keeping an eye on things. Don't know if I meant to add your lonely user as a permitted term. Just wanted to let you say, yeah, like, it's fine. I mean, Duke is the kind of dude that's calling Asker a lonely loser, not me. So I'm just saying. Maul says hi. Who's Maul again? Allocated lumber. Hey, Mal is probably the only one who remembers I'm up here. I should go see the big lock soon. Don't tell him about this. But sometimes I throw my little scout down to make sure Mal isn't doing anything stupid. I worry that big tree in the village wouldn't stand a chance otherwise. You read about that. Okay. Let's throw some salt into the wound. Seems so lonely up here. A little. I'm in touch with ground control, Hornfells and Gossen mostly, but they radio up to chat now and then. And there is no to chat. And when ground control forgets I'm up here, and they usually do, I launch my little scout at the village. You spy on us? What? No, I'm not spying. It's one-way communication that none of the villagers know about, because I never told them. Talk to you later. Shiplock updated. I'm guessing you have a boring house as well? Yes, it's super boring. All the houses are super boring. I can steal nothing there. Okay, North Pole, eh? I'm guessing that means this direction? What the? Oh no. I don't remember. Is that the sun imploding?